They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I took no risks. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. X slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's the first carry from LaShawn McCoy.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 45 on second down, Allen, and this one's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that takes us from second to third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Allen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to QT. Touchdown, Houston. QT, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. John Brown! It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mac Milano leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he's going to go down again. Matt Milano able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check. Lucky. Hey, 31. 49 to Mike. Hey, 31.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerry Hughes. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The Texans send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. To return is Roberts. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He finds Yeldon. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Check 41. Let him know.
To throw, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Texans' 30-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. Alert!
Allen. And the grab by Croft. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Croft, 30 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Hey, 31! Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, here I come.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Off to Thomas on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike, number 15. 53, Mike, 53. Too little, Cut. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50. Let's go, D. Big series right here. 53's the Mike. 54.
Throwing on third down. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
53's the Mike.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, and it is incomplete. That time it was the free safety, Kurt Coleman, getting a hand in defensively. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Watch the motion. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. No. Hey, tight. Check 43.
On second down, it's McCoy. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Go! 41's the Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Allen from the gun on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try again with McCoy. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you, son. Kill. 54. Kill. 25.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Go! First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's third down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Alert, alert.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by...
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. They burst off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch a skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it. Rep for your bro. Where your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. The 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
6-6, pull it high. Safety screaming. Chance.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Hyde running right. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. First down, a run with Hyde. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit. Right?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darrell Williams, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
To throw again. Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Dalton, 1st and 10. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Dalton now to pass. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 13 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. 3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Running for it, here's Hyde. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll run on first down. Hyde, just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A give running right, it's Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. On 3rd down, Hyde. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's quick.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Hey, Ridley, Ridley. That's all. 15. Hey, watch yellow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Move.
First and 10 for Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Dalton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it's going to be second down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Bullock's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum.
It's a foot race. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 30.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run with Hyde. He's been the bell count tonight. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, Hyde. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. On third down, Hyde. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
First down, Kansas City.
On first down, Hyde. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now Williams. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Carry number 20 here for Hyde. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run high, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On 2nd down now, Hyde. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run for him with Hyde. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So Dalton now. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are back within a single score. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need, in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hyde, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, 43.
On 2nd down, Hyde, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Come back.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Yellow. I've got one way. We ain't giving them nothing.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And they take a knee. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all the wrist, watch out flash, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 15. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
never switch.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to start.
36 to Mike in your face.
Mike, 36.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
22 yards there, a first down.
First down. We're going to start. Line 36. Let's go.
There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Hey, I-7.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Ja'Kai Polite able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Brady, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ozzy. Ozzy. 3-10. Check, Mike. 54. Hey, check it.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas, 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
At the 32-yard line.
57. Mike, hey, Zoo. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Roll 50. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the 380.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, 56 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
36 to Mike. Hey, ready? Mike, 36.
Darnold on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go, B. It's gonna be a long day. Ready? Hey, check 24. Check 24. 61. Matchbox light.
They'll run it with Bell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yo, lady. Reset. Reset.
And that'll set him back 5. The extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 2.
Next to score, Jets 15, Patriots 13.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Mike 53. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and that's complete. It's Watson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I got it. Check it. Smooth. Mike 53, Mike. I got him. 50.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, wahoo! 53's Mike. I'm coming. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
They do go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
53's the Mike. And let's pin the Hey, Echo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Shadow. Mike 53. Shadow.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 53 now. Hey, exit. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Check right. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Ja'Kai Polite picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check. Real.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in, but the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
On play action, now Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Alabama. Buzz. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Sugar.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready? Hey, Bolt 66. 54. Mike 54. Come on, D. Hey, orbit. Right there. 54 Mike. Check. Alpha. Check. 53 Linda.
Brady now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. 72.
On play action, it's Brady. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Sugar. Hey, my 7. Hey, Alabama.
Off play action, Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Get ready. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Stop your whining. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's get that ball here.
Brady going to throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Watch 36.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Dante Hightower on the stop.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Blue down.
Darnold on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 58 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Jets 29, Patriots 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
And blink of an eye. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.